Welcome to an audience with ISAA. Happy viewing. Hello guys, good morning. It's a sunny Friday morning here, and I've got no other person with me today than Rose. Hi Rose.
Hi, Isa.
How are you? It's good you could join me. So, as guys, you've just seen from my promotional posters and stuff, is a dab hand at so many things. First thing first, I have to say is she's a motivator extraordinaire. That's how I met her, and I'm just so awed by the zeal that she goes into online enterprises. So I'm just going to introduce Rose a little bit to you guys, so you know what she sort of does, because what she's come with us to today, the messaging, is slightly different from some of the things that I've done over the course of the series. So Rose is a personal trainer. Apart from being a personal trainer, she's also a life coach, a motivator, a fashionista, and as part of fashion, she's actually got a different route with fashion. So she just do fashion designing, putting stuff together, but she's gone another way in terms of getting ladies, especially, to get rid of stuff in their closet. Because what she's done is she's connected the fact that you have to, in order to be able to progress, you also have to be free of clutter. So I admire very much. And on a personal note, I actually met Rose at the gym about 4 years ago now, Rose, I think. I met you at the gym and we just got talking. And I think I said to you something like, I really love your shape. You know, how do you?
Yeah, you did. You did.
I think I love your shape. Yeah, how do you stay in shape? And she goes, oh, I'm a personal trainer. I can train you. And this lady, all through 2016, used to come all the way from Birmingham to London over the weekend to train me. And even though I'm not the most disciplined person in the world, Rose got me into a really fit state. It was a really great time in my life. So, you know, she's just a fantastic person, really. She's just everything in all. So that's Rose for you, guys. And with this session, I mean, Rose will talk about her background in a minute, but with this session, it's more tailored to a question and answer, because it's all about what she does, how she does it, how she gets people, and actually how she's built herself. So without too much, without going overboard with my introduction, I'd like to say, you know, Rose, tell us a little bit about yourself and also about your background as well.
Okay, so basically, I'm doing a lot of things now. I'm doing sports, fashion, I'm doing reselling, I'm doing clearing people's closets. And the reason I'm doing those things is because at a young age, at school, I used to be quite sporty, had a lot of friends, and I got mixed up in kind of the wrong crowd. Yeah. So basically, I moved out of my family home and I went and lived with somebody, but that person wasn't the best type of person. They were doing all wrongs basically, and what happened was I became homeless during that time. I think I was around the age of, I think it was 23.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was there, I'd moved out at 18. I got to around, I think, about 23, and I decided, you know what, I can't live like this anymore. So what happened was I was homeless, and cut a long story short, the person that I was with at the time said, why don't you move in with my distant cousin? I know we're not together anymore. My distant cousin's got a space. I don't want to see you homeless. Moving with them. So I actually moved in with this girl. Everything was fine and things. And then shortly after, about 3 or 4 months after, down the line, I found out she was going to be I found out she'd ordered something, because I took all my details to her address.
Yes.
And I found that I was contacted the catalogue to say, it was a catalogue at the time, contacted the catalogue to say, look, I think I'm going to be changing address. And they said, oh, because you've got a delivery coming. I said, a delivery coming? They said, yeah, you've got a 3-seater sofa coming.
Wow.
And so basically she ordered something on my name. So it was time to move. So basically I told her I was going to leave. Ended up, obviously you're 1 month in hand, so I didn't owe her any money. She
Yeah.
was planning to get evicted anyway. She wasn't putting the money towards the bills. And she said, okay, that's fine. She said, go to the shops, get some black bin liners,
Yes.
come back, because obviously you need bin liners to get your stuff. I said, all right then. But I was stupid then. I was young and naive.
Yeah.
Went to the shop, come back. By the time I come back, the house was closed, locked up. She'd gone.
Oh my word.
Gone with everything, my clothes, my shoes, my TV, my bed, my wardrobe, everything that I possessed was gone.
Wow.
So, yeah, so in the end, the guy that I was with, I told him what happened. Obviously, it's his distant relative. And then he said, look, moving with my mum, it's far away from here, moving with my mum for now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and get your stuff. So basically, there was a lot of family involved, lots of fights, lots of police, lots of kidnapping. You know, yeah, I got kidnapped. Not kidnapped, I didn't get. He got kidnapped, and someone came to my house and says to me, "You need to get." Basically, the girl made out that her house was robbed shortly after she stole my stuff, so that she wouldn't have to give me anything back.
This is the person. This is the distant cousin.
The first time you've heard that story as well. Yeah,
you are.
It's hard to tell. It's actually hard to tell the story because
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not something that I like to go over, but I have to tell the story. I tell this story in meetings, you know, like motivational meetings, and you know, when people are looking for jobs, I tell them this story because they just can't believe that I've been through this kind of thing. Cut a long story short, there was a lots of family fights. I got some of my stuff back, but I didn't get my clothes back. All my clothes and all my shoes were gone because the girls took them. So basically, after that, shortly after that, I went back home.
Yeah.
And then I started to become a shopaholic. So basically, every day I went out before the shops opened, before work. I went in every shop. It was like New Look, River Island, Top Shop, sales. And I probably spent £100 a day.
Wow.
Shopping till I was bringing bags home. I was hiding bags. After work, I was going shopping as well. So at lunchtime, I was going shopping because I thought to myself, if that ever happened again, they can't take everything. So that was how I became
it shows
a hoarder.
The mind, really, doesn't it? Because,
yes.
Wow.
It damages these kind of things in your life. The things that happen in your life can damage you, but you don't realise you're damaged until you assess everything. Like school, you look at school. Oh, I was bullied. I wasn't bullied. Yeah, I was bullied actually, but not bad. But you look at school, you look at what you used to like at school, then you look at what happened to you after school. Why did you end up in that job? Because it was money. It was not because that's something that you studied.
Yeah.
It's always, you never get into the job that you want at first. And then you build it all up. And then when you get to my age now, you look back and say, actually, I did want to learn how to sew, but there was no classes available. I did want to do technology, but there was a short list and I was the last choice at the time.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now is what I couldn't do at school because there was a waiting list. Yeah. So I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of things, and not only that.
And actually, it's always good. Although, as you've said, it's a difficult story to tell. Right?
That's right.
It's a difficult story to tell, but because you've made it your life's work to encourage people, and to also get people out. And I say this, I do a lot of what you do as well. I try to. People, they look at me and go, "Oh, you must have it a lot easy." I don't. I've never had it easy. I've never had it a lot easy. I work hard for everything I've got. You have to work hard for your state of mind. You have to have a survivor mentality to actually do this. And I think this is why you do it very well. You know, so you know it's tough. It's a hard background, but it's a background that's taught you three things that I can pick out. You need to be mentally strong. You've got to be focused. And, you know, physically, because I know you're on top physical form, you've got to keep yourself really together. So it's actually a wonderful start, really. And I can see why you would build rapport with, you know, your clientele easily. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's fantastic. So thank you about the background information. So actually, going into that is, I think we sort of covered one of the questions, but you can expand on it a little bit. Is, you know, why do you have a burning passion to motivate others?
I think have a burning passion to motivate others because I've been through it and I understand it, and and it's like, I think I've been through every situation that you can go through. I'm a single mother. When I became pregnant, this was after all that, whatever happened. My job, I was working with the government. The government said there's not going to be a job for you when you come back. When I split up, we split up. I became a single mother with the partner, so I had no job to go back to. When I asked the work to go back to the job, they gave me 2 jobs, 2 management jobs instead of 1 management job. So it's like all these things, and they did the personal development on me, and then they said I was bottom, so they're going to try and get rid of me. So it was all like, I was just in a vicious circle of different things. Everywhere I went, it was like, if it's not relationships, if it's not job, if it's not life, if it's not home, it was like, if it, there was something. So it's the thing why I'm passionate to motivate others, is because I get you. I understand where you're coming from. If it's a relationship that broke up, if somebody's on drugs, or you're in the wrong company, I understand. I've been in it, and I think it's important for me to give back and say, look, that's a red flag, What did you say? Oh, the guy said he can only see you on a Thursday. To me, that's a red flag. Straight away, there's no point. So I'm the type of person that I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm not always right, but I'll tell you what I feel. It's not always going to be positive things, but it's going to be something that's going to just make you think, you know what? Maybe let me just keep an eye on this and see if she's actually right about the situation. So I come across women that are going through, lots of things, news. In my job with the fitness, I've come across women that are going through things.
But they do say experience, is the best teacher, as you've said. It's also being conscious that you may not necessarily be right, but to be exact with you, when you decided you wanted to start doing motivation, private personal training is also learning how to read people, psychologically. So at least you know what you're targeting, because you're not dealing with physical appearance. It doesn't really always necessarily correlate to what's going on inside the person. You've got to be able to see what's going on, and then to see what results you want to get out of it. So when you say, you might not necessarily be right, yes, in the interpretation of things, but you have a very good idea when, you've got people around you that you could see they could do with the particular type of skill sets that you have, and with the help that you give them. So it's really good. And we need, given how we are, where we are now with COVID, it's such a strenuous time that we need more of people like you. A lot of people can't do stuff by themselves. No matter what they say, they need someone, to motivate them in.
That's it.
So I'm glad you're really out there, and I actually see a big future for what you do. So I'll go on to then. Actually, you've talked a bit about why you motivate people. How did you get into fitness? Tell me about your journey into fitness.
Oh, wow. Everything goes back to school. When I was at school, I was in, obviously athletes. We had athletes club, and we used to do basketball, football, netball. We had a really good netball teacher at the time, and she used to train me, and I'll never forget the netball, and I just continued to do it. When I left school at 16 to 18, I continued to play netball for the local leagues and meeting women all the time, because obviously you're playing with older women. I was like a kid then, so I was playing with older women as well. And then after the netball, I became a netball coach. I thought, let me start coaching. So I was coaching. So I've done the course for coaching. I became a coach, and I started to coach in schools. And I also started to coach for Islamic ladies, because obviously they never used to be inclusive in netball. So I used to do that. And then after netball, I decided I was still playing in the league till I hit 36, and I was playing for the national team for my government company as well. And then I retired, and I retired for a few years, and that's when I got into going back to the gym. And doing exercise, and then I was going into the gym daily. To be fair, when you met me, I was going to the gym every day.
Well, you're a hard taskmaster, so I've been through the routines you've taken me through, and yes, it it takes a lot to survive it, but once you get into it, you know, you start to go.
Yeah.
So it's good to connect, and then you can always see. So you can just imagine with what you went through are the initials. When we have a look at it, you basically come back to your background, right? You were good at netball. You were encouraged to take up netball. You enjoyed it, which was you actually just enjoyed being now a very physical person. And you know, you found your way through that. And so that's how you got into fitness, which is good. And you then took on your personal training
Yeah, I took the personal. I heard that you could get sponsored to do personal training. Not any course you want to do. You can do. The government had like a grant that could help you. And I thought, you know, I've never asked for anything from anyone. I've always used my own money. But on this occasion, I haven't got a degree. That's one thing I can tell you. I haven't got a degree. I haven't been to uni. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to take this personal training course. It was a weekend course. Every other weekend we used to go and do a lot of hours. Got through that course, passed my level 3, and that's when I had met you. And I thought you were one of my first clients, actually.
Yes.
You was one of my first clients. You was mad. We was just fighting most of the time.
Yeah.
That was where we.
No, but you were quite good at it, you know. And I remember, what was your friend's name as well? So she came in and motivated. You know, she was also Almira. You know, you were perfect because you got me down to where I wanted to go from a weight point of view, and you've taught me a lot of the good things that at least I know how to do about keeping myself in shape. So keeping myself on top of my physical form. So you know, it's no knowledge is lost, and I was really, really happy. And the way we struck up the friendship is always something for me that always defines the way I interact with people. Something draws me to people, and then I start, and then it's like, oh, I do this, or I really like to do that, and it's been a really good relationship. And I can imagine what I imagine you brought into my life. If you spread that, you know, over, you know, my prayer for you is you spread it over your 100, 200, 1,000, 100,000 clientele. They'll all be happier and we're benefited from the motivation of growth. So it's really good. And you've kept on with the fitness bit, but as well as doing fitness, a few years ago, you brought out your fashion. I'll say you brought out your fashion design line, because I remember speaking to you about it. Do you want to explain a little bit about how you picked up the designing end of fashion as well?
When I had the situation where I didn't have any clothes, it meant that I had no money because I was constantly shopping and things like that. So I got to a point where I had too much. So I gave a lot to charity, 120 odd bags. You know, they came, they took loads.
120 bags?
Trust me, more than that, to be fair, because this was like, I'm talking about how many years ago I gave that many bags. I still give bags now. I give a lot of bags now, but I don't shop as much. But what happened was, I started to I thought, what do I do? I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do car boot sales because I had my son. I had to make this money back. I used to do car boot sales on a Saturday. And then one day when I went to netball, because obviously I talked to the netball players, they said, we're all on eBay. Have you heard of eBay? Are you still doing car boots? I says, yeah. They said, we're on eBay. I said, oh, are you? What's that? They said, it's on the computer. I said, okay, can you, because I didn't have a camera or anything then. I said, can you borrow me your camera and just for like a day and let me learn it? They said, yeah, but they didn't. And that motivated me to try and learn how to do it myself. So I learned myself how to do it. I got a camera. I learned myself how to do it over a whole weekend. And then in the second year, I became an eBay bronze power seller because I came from a technology background with my government job. So I became a bronze power seller just like that. And then I knew that was a gift because every night I'd put my son to bed and I would be on the computer till 1 in the morning. I'd be posting 6, 7 packages a night. It was amazing. And then I just, from that, I started to customize. So, you know, like if I had a few pins, I'd like, say if I have a plain dress, say this was a plain dress. I said, you know what? This is a pound dress from Primark, for example, say if it's £1. I used to find some pins in my drawer. I've got some drawers here. I go into my drawers, find some things, pin it on, and I would like put it on sale for 20, 30 pounds. And sometimes they would sell, and I was like, people are buying it. All I've done is I just pinned some pins.
Yeah.
Cut a long story short.
What you've just described there is actually an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes.
You know, and with entrepreneurs, they see what people don't see.
That's it.
That is the bottom line. Yes, in some cases, in like your case, you might have had to be challenged or think, right, this is the situation I'm in. I've got to get myself out. That's your survivor part of you. They get out of this hole. And then, luckily for you, you're creating. And combining all of that, you've just been able to make things work for you, you know, which is fantastic. So that's how you started doing the fashion. That's how you started doing the fashion line.
Wow. No, I still haven't even got there yet. What happened was I started customizing and selling, and I was going out because I used to go out dancing all the time to lose weight as well. I used to go out on Friday, Saturday, Sunday sometimes to dance off the weight. But what happened was I was on Facebook, had just come out then, I think. Facebook had just come out then, and somebody contacted me and said I'd made a feather. I put some feathers on something, collars or something.
Yeah.
And someone contacted me on Facebook and said, there's a fashion show in Hertfordshire. Would you be interested in going? It's tomorrow or something. And I said, oh. But at that time, I was going to like Derby, Nottingham, just buying and selling and putting them in fashion shows. And I said, no, I can't do it, but can you think about it for next year? So I just looked through all of my stock, and I found a jumpsuit that I had. It had a cape, and it was £10, a Littlewood's catalogue. Trust me, just £10. I put feathers. I'll send you a picture. I put feathers on it, studs on it, and I've been to Hollywood, Los Angeles for that jumpsuit. I've been to Dubai for big fashion shows because of that first thing I made, and it was in London Fashion Week and everything. And I'd done that for, I think it was that when I met you, so it's about 3 to 4 years. I was in fashion design.
Yes.
And I still make a few little things, but I'm not really deep into the design right now. But I'm getting back to it with the earrings, going into accessories, swimwear. But it's not a regular thing.
You like the earrings you've got on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're zebra. These are zebra ones.
You're very talented, Rose, honestly.
And these ones are lion ones. So we make bespoke.
Yes.
And lightweight as well. So it's all African now. I've just gone back to my roots, you know. I had a test done. Do you know Ancestry?
Yeah.
I had a test done. I found out that, you know, sometimes I come from, my mum's Jamaican, so I knew it was from Africa anyway.
Yes.
But I had a test done, and I found out that most of my family are from Nigeria, Benin, Togo.
Do you know the
Sweden?
Do you know the percentage of your Nigerian gene?
Yeah, and Sweden and Norway, I have like 3%, and the rest is like, and English, obviously. I've got English in me as well. But I had the ancestry done, and then I said to myself, do you know what? I have to do a collection about my ancestry. So I did the African collection. I think it was 2 years ago, and that was like upcycling, but the designs are nice. I'll send you some pictures.
Okay, it's really fascinating stuff. I have to say, it's really fascinating stuff. So really old, because yes, I have known you for, this is 2020, so at least we're going 4 or 5 years now.
That's right.
Yeah, 4 or 5. So I'm still discovering stuff about you as well, but and they're all great stuff. It's always, and I like the way you always come at me with, oh, you want to do that? That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm always pushing you to do things like that. Anything creative. I just say, you know, ISAA, you know what? You're gonna make it. You know, you're not gonna be in the office. You're going to be doing this. This is going to be, you will probably have your own TV channel doing this.
Oh, well.
And not only that, and your photography as well. Remember, I always used to talk to you about that.
Always. I mean, you're a great motivator. I can't really say, there's no two ways about it. You bring a lot of positive energy to your environment. So that's a good, we're going to move on to the clearing closet side of things now. The other side of fashion that you've actually made into a business now is helping people to clear their wardrobe, effectively, you know, learning to declutter. And you've gone with Clear Your Closet's logo, and to help mostly like the women in your life that you take on fitness classes and that you encourage as well. So how does that work? How does that work with also being a fashion person in terms of how people rationalize what they should keep and they shouldn't keep?
Okay, because of obviously the experience I've had in a bit of styling and of the fact that I was a hoarder.
Yes.
I've learnt skills of how to organise and organise effectively. So basically how it works is that I just obviously advertise Clear Your Closet. It's straightforward. It's just clean your closet, basically. Everybody's got a full closet, they've got a full drawer, they've got a full room, or they've got the whole house that needs is in a jumble sale. And all it is for, it's like when you call in the emergency services. It's like, I'm in an emergency, I need some help, I feel like cluttered, I feel like I can't get anywhere with my life. I feel like I'm not motivated, I don't want to wake up because all I see is clothes or shoes, and I'm stepping over these things and I'm getting trip hazards and stuff like that. I just want peace, and I think that's why I brought it out, because people get peace of mind once they clear their clutter and get it organised. And basically what it is that I originally the idea was to give one lady a free Clear Your Closet each week or each month, depending on how I could afford it. Going to their homes. So I've had I haven't launched it very long. I've had about 8 clients so far. And I've noticed that majority of the clients was Afro-Caribbean. Or African.
Yes.
Most women, I mean, it was quite surprising. I wasn't expecting it to be all of our community, but majority, I'd say 95% has been our community so far. And it's not, and they don't know when they see this advert, they don't know that it's me, a black girl, doing it. So it's not because of that, it's because our community are suffering with, not suffering, we buy a lot. We like to buy, we like to look good. And,
I was going to say to you there is, and I actually think a good business is going to come out of this for you. So whilst there's like the African community, Nigerian women are really, really bad hoarders. Honestly.
They're the best.
Because, and I don't know if it has to do with the fact that we have different stages of our lives, or we have our African lives, we have our office lives, we have, so you tend to amass all sorts of things. And because we're mostly ladies that like to have things, be stylish or matching, have things there. You go back as far as 10 years ago and you see shoes, bags, to African lace materials and stuff that people potentially only want once, and it's sitting there. It potentially can help somebody else, or it can even make some money for them.
Exactly.
Ladies, I hope you're listening. Get Rose, get her into your wardrobe. You have to come there for a session, and she'll clear things out for you.
And I'll make the money.
You've done it with me, remember? When
I was trying to do a review, and we was talking a lot about it. We was going to do it.
Properly. What are you doing with all of those things? And actually, I will give you a good example. After I built my shed, because obviously I've always had something. I've always had extra spaces for wardrobes and stuff. And I started to put things, because I put a walk-in closet in there for myself. So I had to rationalize that. And I have to say to you, when I did that, I felt a lot lighthearted.
You see?
A lot lighter. I've always given things away, but then I've always had lots. So, but it felt really good to be able to rationalize to the point where you actually work out that you really don't need this. So just give it away. I don't need to sell. And I remember the times you've said to me, you've been and said, right, you could create a new, you could do a lot.
You could create a new revenue. The thing is, you're saying I don't need to sell, but the thing is, look at the situation we're in now with the lockdown. First of all, if you didn't do that, you would have had too much stuff. And then you're thinking, what do I do? I've got all these things, but I've worked hard for all of these things, all of these clothes, all of these shoes. and now I can't even walk outside to even wear them. So now you're gonna be, everyone's gonna really downsize. But the thing, what I'm saying is, yeah, downsize, but there's people out there that still want to buy, and you don't know, there's a market for unique stuff. So for example, if you made an African dress for it was a big occasion, you had to go to Nigeria, and it was like had crystals on it, and it was purple, for example, but it doesn't fit, or it's too small, or it's not what I'd wear now. You don't know, there might be an African lady who wants that in a different country, and she's prepared to pay. She doesn't have to pay what you paid. You might say, I only want a quarter. But what happens is, what we do, we sell it on your behalf. We hold it for 3 months max. You can say 1 month. You can give us a limit. We try and sell it on your behalf, and we take a small percentage. It depends on where we sell it. So it's normally 50-50, but if we can sell it somewhere where we don't pay fees, we would take less. You know what I mean? We work it all out. Maximum is 50-50, and it's normal, or 30%. But you know, I've been doing this for a while now. I mean, every client that I go to, I sell for them, so they end up getting their money back for me organising their wardrobe.
They actually end up gaining. It's a wonderful service, and I think actually it's also going to be a wonderful service for really busy ladies. So professional ladies that the last thing you want to do,
business women, entrepreneurs.
Exactly. The last thing they want to do is spend their precious weekends, you know, sorting stuff out. They can all you have to just do is call on someone like you, agree a date, and put all of that. So, right, let's go through this, and they give you a time. You sit with them, because one of the things I know you do is you always try to get into people's minds to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And by the time you've done, why do you need this? What do you use that for? What benefits does it bring? You would say, oh, here you go. So it's a fantastic service. I'm really open. I'm wishing you the really best with the closet clearing, because I think it's a unique service that especially people in our community will benefit from.
Well, do you know something, I wanted to tell you that we're offering it. We do certain services. I'll tell you what service we do for that, actually. We do like a 6 to 8 hours. We can do all day service, 24 hours. If someone needs 24 hours, we can do a 6 to 8 hours service. We do a mini service, which is 2 hours to 4 hours. It's your choice, and it's all within budget, affordable budgets. And we do kids, we do men. So, you know, you can have gift someone. You could, if you have a guy that buys a lot of stuff, you could say you could gift them a package. And we do it virtual. We do it online. We can do it on Zoom. I can see in your wardrobe. I can say, what is that? Put it on. What is that? Put it on now. Let me see. Okay, then you could wear it with a belt. You could put earrings with. Show me some earrings that you would normally wear with that. You know what I mean? And you've got it all.
Actually, whilst helping a client to clear away, you can also do a fashion matching service with them.
We do.
You want to wear that? Why don't you try it with this one and try it with that one? And all around building confidence.
That's right. Lifting you.
Yes. Wow, fantastic. Oh, this is really good. So definitely afterwards, I'd like to, just take.
Well, actually, I want to offer you a free service because I owe you that from ages ago. I did tell you I was trying to get you to do it. I was trying to get you to do it when I was personal training you, but now I'm doing it properly. So I want to offer you one as a trial. So you'd be like a trial one for you. So let's see what we can do for you.
That's fine. Now, thank you very much for that, and I will take it up. I'll take up the offer. So just we're just about rounding up. So because it's good, we've talked about the things you do, and I do know that the way you've approached things and the way you approach things would have motivated one or two. Anyway. But what I'm coming up with is, and we've talked a little bit about it in the interview, post-COVID, how do you see your business model working out? Oh,
post-COVID, actually COVID's been a good thing for me, to be fair, because I was partly online. I wasn't online for the fitness at all.
Yes.
Because I was scared. I was thinking, oh gosh, I'm older now. I don't think my body's how it used to be. What people ain't gonna want to buy into me online. That's not my first thought, but now I was forced to do it. So and now I was thinking, oh my God, why didn't I do this earlier? Why wasn't I one of the first to do this? Because I know I would have had a lot more people, but I'm happy with it. It's building. The fashion designing, there's nothing going on with fashion shows online at the moment. So there's no fashion designing as such, but I can do like create small things like accessories, maybe masks as well. African, I was thinking about doing some African masks, some unique African masks, not like everybody else is what they're wearing. I've got a new design for that. Earrings, small things. The Clear Your Closet, that's can go virtual. Anyone wants to book,
Yeah.
you can do that virtually. What else do I do? I'm looking down my list now thinking, what is it I do? Closet clearing, fashion designing, mentoring if somebody wants a discussion and then want somebody to push them and say, you know what, why do I feel this way? I could say, well, what happened in your life? How was school? What did it? And I say, do you know what do you like doing? You can put that to a certain role. You could make a job out of this at home or outside of the home. Online, it's been great for me because now I can read books. I have all the time in the world. I read books, I ride a bike, I go out.
Oh,
Everything
actually, it's a good
within a few hours.
You've basically post-COVID, you'll do more online. So what books and what books or audios are you currently reading or that you've read that would be beneficial to people?
Okay.
Oh, wow, you've got a list there, and actually you've got books there as well. Hold it out so you can see.
Imagine these books have been in the bag for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
I have not, because I was so busy running around doing fitness classes and dealing with this and dealing with that, and now I'm at home. I've actually read these within a week, and I've made notes and everything. Shoe Dog. The reason I picked Shoe Dog, I don't know if I can speak the right way.
I can see
Nike.
it. I see that.
The Nike story. Because I tell you what's good about this one. It tells you the story of the guy that who was struggling to create trainers. He made some trainers. He went to Japan. He kept traveling to Japan, talking to Japanese, trying to get contracts with them and trying to get staff to help him sell Nike. I've actually been to one of the stores he created. His first store was created in Sacramento, not far from LA, and I went to that Nike store actually, to be fair, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to read the book, and I've just got I think half of the book left, but look, if you see, look at this, these are all the, can you see? All the bends and folds is all the little notes I've made inside and I've scribbled. That's a really good book. It shows you how to make a journey as a creative and what you need to do to sell. This book is so old. I mean, I found it in a charity shop. You'll never see. I don't even know if you've seen it. Wow. Victor Kayam. He's the one that created Remington shavers.
Right.
And he's the person that, you know, when people say buy one get one free or recycle a bra and you get a new bra, he's the person that started every method of how to make people buy things.
Wow.
This book, I'm telling you.
What's the book called?
Keep going for it. Victor Kayam. Yeah, let me put it closer.
Keep going for it. Right.
This is the best. This is the best book I've ever read in my life. Duncan Bannatyne and all them. What's his name? Alex Sugar.
Alan Sugar. So he's basically their motivator.
Yeah, this is the book. This book has got me so many things. And this one is a new book recently. It's Metro Bank. It's from an American company.
Okay.
They've changed the whole banking system. And they says you don't need you need fans, not customers. Yeah. You know, you need to help people feel good, you know, as a customer. And this book gives you insight of how they've changed the whole banking system, how it doesn't take a week to open a bank account, and you know, like also some loopholes as well about how quick it is to open a bank with them. But they've got some good ideas in here as well. They let pets come into the bank and, you know, all sorts. And the last one, haven't read The Secret. I've read The Secret, but I haven't read it properly, and I didn't used to apply it either. And I just found this spare book that I didn't sell because I always sell everything. It was The Power. And since I've been reading it, I tell you, my universe...
I can see it very clearly, yes.
Yeah. The universe has just brought me so many opportunities. People are actually coming to me, asking me. I mean, I had somebody come, one of your friends come and saying she's interested in classes. Yes. I've had another lady from nowhere turn up and said, why don't you do your classes here? Why don't you do this type of class for people that are not active? They can do walking. I'm doing a walk a mile class every morning, 5 days a week.
You've invited me to that, but unfortunately I can't get up at 7 in the morning.
No, you can get up. You're gonna get up, Isa, because I'm gonna force you to get up. You need to get up at least once to try it. Once you try, you're gonna be hooked. I said I could never do that kind of class. It's going to bore me. But actually, I feel good. We do it to garage music, funky house, and it's amazing. It just makes you feel like, you know what, life is for living, and it makes you start your day right to the point where I'm actually, as soon as I finish the class, I've got ideas for this, I've got ideas for that, and I'm motivated.
I have to agree with you that honestly, exercise, building a fitness routine actually changes perspectives.
That's it.
And it gives a discipline. The discipline just isn't let me get up and do it. That discipline flows throughout the day.
Yes, that's so true. That is so true.
So it's a good, actually, it's nice seeing your reading list, because it shows some of your motivation as well, because whoever is a motivator for somebody must also have forces motivating them. I see you built yourself up with, I'm going to look at people that have done this and have done it quite successfully. And as you've said, it's about taking opportunities. You've taken the opportunity of COVID, putting us all at home to pick up books that you've had on your shelf for years that you haven't had the opportunity to read. So it's been really great interviewing you, Rose. And I'm really happy you brought the dynamics of entrepreneurship. You brought the dynamic of raising your game to an audience with ISAA. So, well, pretty much, thank you very much. So what I'm just going to say is, because I'm not sure we've got to that, how do people contact you?
All right, it's Fashion Sisters UK.
Yes.
And sisters is always spelled like how they say we spell it, SISTAS. Fashion Sisters UK. Fitness Sisters UK, but the Fitness Sisters has got 3 S's. I don't know why I spelled it like that. And we've got Fitness Sister 1, sorry, that's my mistake. Fitness Sister 1.
Okay.
And it's Clear Your Closet UK. Clear Your Closet UK. But however, I'll send something to ISAA, like a little logo thing with all my contact details, and she can forward it to you if anyone's interested in any of the services that I have. Yeah, and you
are on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube as well, because actually when COVID started, I was dancing to your exercise videos when the week 1 and 2, that was what I was using. Had somebody put on there. So guys, you definitely will be able to reach Rose, and because you actually did my Zoom party, my Zoom fitness party.
Because it was really good.
You know, and since then a lot of people have been doing Zoom parties, but that was really, every single person came back and said, I can't believe I'm standing in front of my TV actually sweating.
Well, you know what? You know, from that party, that was nice because it was we organised that within, I think, 48 hours.
Yes.
Remember, it was just a quick thing. We just said, let's just get the idea, let's do a party, and then we said, let's have it in colour. Even though there's going to be other people we've not read, but let your group have the red on, and it worked out really well. And it's given me the idea now. I have another business, one more business, sorry. It's called Birmingham Reggaeton. It's a reggaeton party, but I did try and I'm going to try and do that every Friday.
Okay.
It's going to have like the glow lights, the UV lights on my wall here.
Yes.
And the room's going to be disco lights. And if anybody's interested, it's just like tunes that I play in my classes, but you can put on your clothes, you can dress up, style yourself, and you can just dance in front of the TV. But it's nice. I'm thinking of doing that every Friday.
Okay, that's fantastic. You know, it's a time to birth ideas, and the good thing with ideas is the ones you flow with the ones that take off, and you leave the ones that doesn't work. But having ideas is the point of life, and it's all about development, personal development. Every time you wake up and you think, well, for today I've got to learn something, or I've got to enhance something I already know, you're doing well. So Rose, thank you so much. It's been really good having you here, talking about fitness, talking about fashion, talking about clearing your mind, talking about keeping motivated. So that's all, yes.